All right, listen up, fellow defenders and security practitioners. This is a Code Ninja security advisory. We are tracking an active threat, and this briefing is designed to give you immediate intelligence for your perimeter defense. You're going to want to pay close attention.
Okay, we've got a critical situation on our hands. The threat we're tracking is CVE 2026-20122. It's a privilege escalation flaw in the Cisco Catalyst SD-WAN Manager. Now, the most important part of this, the reason for this alert, is that it is being actively exploited in the wild, right now. Let's just run through the timeline, because it really paints a picture of the urgency here. On February 25th, Cisco gives us the initial disclosure. Fast forward to April 20th, not even 2 months later, and CISA confirms it's being actively exploited. That gives us a mandatory remediation deadline of April 23rd. We're talking about an incredibly narrow window from, hey, there's a problem, to, hey, bad guys are using it. Time is not on our side with this one.
So, what exactly is this thing? Well, it's a weakness in the API. It allows an attacker, and get this, authenticated with nothing more than read-only credentials, to just overwrite any file they want on the system. And once they do that, they can gain full vmanage user privileges. Think about that for a second. A supposedly harmless, low-level account becomes the key to a complete system compromise.
All right, standard procedure. Before we go any deeper, we're going to establish a secure communications protocol. This is to make sure everyone gets the ongoing intelligence for this active threat.
First, I need a sit rep from you. Drop a comment below, are you patched or vulnerable? This isn't just for engagement, this is us as a community gauging the blast radius in real time. Your input is critical intel.
Second, acknowledge you've received this advisory with a like, and make sure you're subscribed for continuous intel updates. In a developing situation like this, that's just a security necessity.
Okay, comms check complete. Let's move into the deep dive. Starting with the blast radius. We need to figure out exactly who is at risk and just how bad this threat really is in the real world.
Now, pay close attention here. The official CVSS score is a 5.4, which is rated medium. I need you to understand something. Do not let that label fool you. A textbook score is one thing, but the fact that CISA has confirmed this is being actively used by attackers elevates the real-world risk to critical. This is a perfect example of why context is everything.
Let's just break down that vector string. Attack vector is network. That means it's remotely exploitable. They don't have to be inside your building. Attack complexity is low. It's easy to pull off. Privileges required are low. Yep, those read-only accounts are the key to the kingdom. And here's the kicker. User interaction is none. Nobody has to click a bad link or open a malicious email. It's a silent, automated attack.
So, here are the exact configurations at risk. We're talking about the Cisco Catalyst SD-WAN Manager, or vmanage. Basically, any system with its API turned on is a potential target, especially if you're using read-only API creds. I need you to check these version numbers against your deployments right now. If you're running any of these versions, you have to assume you're vulnerable and already a target.
Okay, let's get into the protocol. We've assessed the risk, we know who's vulnerable, now we need the actionable intel. This is where we're going to cover exactly how the attack works, and, most importantly, the precise steps to shut it down cold.
The attack chain here is dangerously simple. Step 1, the attacker gets in using valid read-only credentials. Step 2, they craft a malicious file upload request. Step 3, the API, because of the flaw, just accepts the file and overwrites something critical on the system. And that leads directly to Step 4. The attacker gets elevated privileges as the vmanage user. It's a textbook case of turning low-level access into a full-blown compromise.
So, what do you do right now? Here's your immediate mitigation protocol. 1. Audit all of your API credentials. You need to know exactly who and what has access. 2. Restrict that access. Use your ACLs, segment your networks. The API should only be reachable from trusted zones. 3. Disable API access for any account that doesn't absolutely need it. This is least privilege 101. And 4, the most important one, apply the official Cisco patch. This isn't optional, this is the fix. Get it done.
And finally, just a quick point on the code of conduct here, on why we do these public advisories. There's a reason we practice coordinated vulnerability disclosure. Look, we're public with this intel because you need it to protect your systems. When a threat is active, when it's being used against people, silence is not a defense, it's a liability. Our duty is to arm the community with the intelligence you require to defend your perimeter. It's as simple as that. That's the briefing. Follow the protocol. Get your systems patched. Stay secure.